You can tell that I'm super excited to be here to be filming this particular one because yeah, today I will be telling you all of the things that I wish I knew before the university, before even gaining admission. Do you understand? So that I made all of those mistakes so that you don't have to. So you are gonna listen to me because I am one person that have attended three different schools, and yes, I think I am in the best position to make this video. Yeah. So let's get right into it without further ado. I am one person that's going to tell you this for free. Like, if you have God in the university, like everything is literally going to work out for you really smoothly. Put God first. Literally, in every single thing that you want to do in the university, you have to put God first. From your finances to the people you meet, to your education, to your academic work. You need God in every single thing that you did. Like if I start to explain all of the things that I went through in the university, if I had not had God in those times, I don't think I would have made it. I don't think I would have survived. I literally survived so many demonic and spiritual attacks. I survived food poisoning. I survived like, oh my gosh, so much that I wouldn't even want to talk about in this video. So you need God, like you need to hold God really tight, like hold him like this, like your life depends on it, because honestly it actually does. If God opens your eyes to see the type of demons that parade themselves in the university, like you would literally see people are in their human form, but if God opens your eyes to actually see who they are, then you're going to know that this world is really really spiritual, and you have to be spiritual as well. You don't have to be lukewarm. You don't have to act like, oh, everything is casual. Nothing is casual. Nothing is casual. And the people that know, they know. So you also have to be awoken. You also have to be woke. But woke in a spiritual sense, not woke in a way that would, put you in danger. When it comes to finances, also, if you put God first, like you would literally not even know where your next meal would come from. But you know very well that, oh, I'm not gonna starve. I'm one person that never starves. I'm one person that would be literally broke today, and tomorrow I'm eating. I'm tearing turkey, I'm tearing chicken, I'm doing whatever. And sometimes I'm like, where did this money even come from? Like after everything, I'll be like, oh my gosh, yesterday I was just crying that I don't have food to eat, and today I'm like tearing turkey. Oh my gosh. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you don't have to be lukewarm when it comes to Christ. Like you have to be intentional about him because he is also intentional about us. Like you have to be that aware in your academic work as well. Like if you involve God, you're literally going to graduate with such a good result. If I tell you all the results that I graduated with in the first school that I attended, I was literally like one of the best females, if not even the best female that graduated. And it wasn't like I don't think I'm too intelligent. I know I'm intelligent, but I don't think I'm too, and it is not even me undermining myself or like doing whatever, I don't know. But this is me being realistic. Like I don't know if you'll get it. But how I was able to graduate with that result, I was intentional. And I had to learn, to involve God and to balance my education and then to understand my study pattern. Like that is the number two. Tell God to help you to understand your study pattern. Because I'm this type of person that if I have, if God forbid, I get sick and I'm unable to like study like the whole semester, and then I get well a day to the exam and I decide to like study a day to the exam, I'm going to go into that exam hall and ace the paper. Like that's the type of person I am. I don't even have to start studying from the beginning of the semester. The only reason I study from the beginning of the semester is not basically to pass the exam, it's just to understand and to get the basic knowledge that I need for my own personal life. Do you understand? So you have to understand your study pattern. If you don't know this one, you're going to fail so much. When I started reading, I would go to class the next day and I would remember every single thing that I had read. And then I continued doing it, and then I realized that I'm this type of person that I could cover an entire curriculum in like one night. In one night. That's the type of person I am. But there are other persons that it will take like so many months or weeks to just gain the amount of knowledge that I gained in one night. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like you have to understand what works for you and then work accordingly. Don't let anybody deceive you. Like people are studying, it's just that nobody will tell you, but I will tell you that you need to understand the study pattern that works for you so that your life is really easy. If you know you're the person that doesn't learn fast, then you know very well that you have to start studying at the beginning of the semester. But if you're the type of person that is like me, you know very well that you can go about your daily life, do whatever you want to do, and your brain will definitely get you through it. But one thing you also have to understand is you need to balance school life and your social life. You cannot in any way allow one to like supersede the other, because then it's very, very dangerous and unwise. I would say, like, you don't have to party too much, you don't have to study too much. Like the saying goes, like, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Like, university is not even that hard. It's not that hard. I used to think it's that hard. When I was in my first and second year, oh my gosh, I used to do school. I used to read so much. I used to study so much. I used to be this very serious person. You would never see me in a club. Honestly, that's my lifestyle. Even to now, you would never see me in a club. What I'm trying to say now is I just really wanted to be on my own. Do you get? So you will literally never see me in any social gathering. No, I don't think any of my schoolmates or classmates would even mistakenly see me in any of their events in the first and second year. That did not happen. Number four on the list is never be intimidated. Oh my gosh. I can't even over emphasize this particular one. People don't know that I have social anxiety. People don't know that the reason I'm the way that I am is because I really do not have the guts to reach out to like start up a conversation with people, because I always feel like they're going to ignore me. I always feel like, oh, this person doesn't like me. What if they ignore me? What if they think, oh, I'm too proud, and then they just snub me? You do all of these things. Like, that's how I used to think in my head, because I know very well that people will never really understand you unless they get close to you. But in my case, I feel like I've been misjudged like consecutively because of how I am. Because honestly, there are so many persons that I have seen I just want to speak to, but there's something that just throws me back. And that thing is not even from God. You know, nothing cannot be from God, because God has not given me the spirit of fear. He has not given me the spirit of timidity. If I could go back, I would literally like want to not feel intimidated. I would not want to like be the way that I was. I would want to be more outgoing, more outspoken, not concealed. I don't know if you understand. Even in classroom, whenever I knew like answers to questions, I used to be like really, really scared. Like, why? I used to be very scared to even answer questions. I would tell the next person beside me the answer, and the person will stand up, answer the question, and gets it right, and then they get the accolade. But then that was my. Let's look at this from another angle. The minute you are aware that every single person has a history and that nobody actually cares about you, is the minute that you start not to also care too much about how you're being perceived. Do you understand? You can come into the university, you are probably bullied in high school, but you could come into the university acting like you were the boss, or acting like you are a boss. Like, in the university, it is a fresh start, it is a clean slate, it is an opportunity for you to rebrand yourself. I don't understand how people come into the university and they don't feel like they are the queen. Hey, that's one impression that I always give. Like, from the beginning, from the first school I went to the school that I graduated, I was literally like the queen of the class. People even had to start calling me queen, because that was the name I decided to introduce myself with, Queen Veronica. Hello, we're rebranding. It's a new year, is a new phase, is a new season. You can decide to do whatever it is that you want to do. It is your life. You can do whatever you want to do with it. When you come back home, then you're home. But when you're away from home, you can decide to do whatever you want to be. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows your story. Nobody knows your history. In the university, you cannot afford to be intimidated. Like, maybe I wasn't confident enough to like approach people and like speak to them, but I can say with full confidence that nobody ever disrespected me in school. Nobody. I was the queen. I am the queen. That was how I introduced myself, and that was how I carried myself. Do you understand? And with that type of aura, I was able to network. In the university, you have to network. It is not a time for you to just be concealed. It's not a time for you to be in a bubble, for you to be in a box. No, you have to free yourself. In the university, you have to network. You don't necessarily have to be friends with everybody. I'm not going to say I have up to 5 friends in the or from the university, but do I have contacts? Oh my gosh, absolutely, I do. I do have contacts, but friends, no. That's what network is all about. You just need a contact. You just have to create a relationship. You don't have to create a bond with every single person. but a good relationship, that is perfectly fine. Do you understand? You have to network because life does not just end in the four corners of the university. So whoever it is that you think you are, even if you're rebranding yourself as a queen, you have to be humble enough to network, and you have to be humble enough to understand that the life does not just end in the four walls of your classroom. Once you're out, you don't know who could be of service to you, and you don't know who you can be of help to. So you have to be open to help, and you have to be open to also receive help. Click that. You don't have to have everything figured out. This is one thing that I did not understand earlier on, like from the beginning, and it really dealt with me mentally. I remember very well, like when I gained admission into the first school that I had attended, I hated it. I'm not even going to lie. I did not like that school for nothing. Nothing was going to make me like that school. I remember very well when I wrote jam, I got a perfect score, and then I went for the post UTME. I aced the exams, and then I had my full hope that I was going to get this admission. But did it come? Oh boy, it did not come. And then you will literally see me like 24/7 on the internet looking for help, looking for how I would get back my admission that I think I got ripped off, because honestly, I feel like I deserved that admission, but it's okay, we're in Nigeria. When I did not get the admission, like there was no way I could like go to that school, and I was very, very depressed. I remember very well my dad, and I told my dad, I told every single person that I'm not going to write jam twice. I'm not going to write jam twice. If I got it the first time, why am I writing it for the second time? It's okay. People write jam like two, three, four, five times, but I just don't want to be in that category, and I think that's okay. So I told everybody that I wouldn't want to write jam twice, and my dad was like, "Okay, if you don't want to write jam twice, then you have to go to a polytechnic." With my brain, that was the first. I'm sorry, that was the first question I asked. With my brain, oh boy, it wasn't even funny. I was like, that's the only option. And they made a way. I went to a polytechnic that, number one, the fact that I was going to a polytechnic already got me paced. And then secondly, when I got to the place, oh boy. Oh, it was disastrous. It was ugly. Oh my god. It was nothing compared to the school that I wanted to attend. And then I was like, no, 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 no. Every single day I'm crying. Every single day I'm depressed. And then I was lucky enough to have a friend that loved me, that loves me, because I mean, she loves me like that girl loves me like I'm a child. You know, she would always be like, "It's okay, life does not end here. We are going to live here." Like, oh my gosh, Patience really tried. Like, she tried when it comes to like consoling me, because every single time I'm like, no, 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 I want to leave. I can't stay here. This is not where I'm meant to be. Like, and then I remember very well, I'll text literally everybody, every single person that I know, asking like, please, how do I get away from this place? Please, how do I leave this place? How do I leave this place? I was stressing my 18-year-old. I wasn't even 18 at that time. I think I was like 16 or 17. But I was stressing my brain so much because I needed to know how that phase would end. I needed to know where I would be today, like 4 years ago. I needed to know where I would be today. Even the course that I wanted to study, I wasn't so sure. Please, you don't have to be sure. You don't have to be sure. That's one thing that I know right now. Like, you don't have to have everything figured out from the beginning. Even the school that you need to attend, the course that you need to study. If you're passionate about something, absolutely go for it. But if you're the type of person that you don't know what you're actually passionate about, go for whatever your spirit, agrees with. You don't have to beat yourself up about, oh, not doing it the usual way, or not doing it every single person's way. It's okay for you to allow God work on you, like at a particular pace. Honestly, I'm thinking back now, like if I had just been relaxed, if I had just, maybe I would have enjoyed my stay in that school. But I literally did not enjoy my stay in that school. Every single holiday I was back home. I'm that type of person that does not stay in school for 2 straight semesters, God forbid. I will run back home, even if it was just a 2 weeks holiday. And I was using the road, no plane. I would go back home. That's how much I did not like that place. And people just did not understand why I was the way I was, or I did not like that place. And I felt like the people there also could not really relate to my level of, I don't want to be like, But I just did not like that place. But 17-year-old me was just really something else. Maybe proud, maybe expectant. She just did not like that phase. Do you understand? It was just so many factors attached to that particular feeling. So please let's give her grace. You have to learn a skill. I don't know how I want to. You have to learn a skill. Like there is no single person on earth that should not have a skill. I don't think that's nice. I personally know have so many skills that now I don't even know which one to actually dive into career wise or like professionally. Do you understand? Like you have to just have so much skill. And I'm not even talking like I'm talking like when you're in the university, you need as much skills as you need. And you just don't need skills. You have to monetize your skills. You have to capitalize on it. See, I used to be like, oh, if my friend comes and they want to bake a cake, I'm not going to charge them. My friend comes and they want to make a dress, I'm not going to charge them. If a friend comes and they want to do anything that I can do, maybe make their nails or something, I'm not going to charge them. That was how I was in the university. But boy, it got me broke. It got me so broke. So now I'm here telling you to start charging. Because now my younger sister, she's just 12 or like 13, I don't know. But she makes hair really well. I just cut my hair like 2 weeks ago or like last week. Before then, she would make my hair. And because she's my sister, she would think I wouldn't pay her. I pay. She'll be like, no, no, no. I said, take your money. Sometimes I have to even put the money in her school bag because she wouldn't want to take it from me. I don't know why she feels that way. And I had to sit her down. I'm like, please stop making free hair. I understand that you're just 12, you're just 13, but you're making so, like, you're so talented. You have to capitalize on this. Like, we have to monetize this thing, my dearest sister. You cannot be doing free hair. I mean, have to understand that if I, your sister, will be paying you, then your friends should not have an excuse to not pay you, and then strangers should not have an excuse to not pay you. That is how much I'm willing to like train my sisters right now. Nobody is doing anything for free. You shouldn't do anything for free. If they're your friends, they would support you. Do you understand? That is one mistake that I made in the university, and now I'm struggling. I'm struggling real bad. I'm struggling real bad. You have to monetize every single opportunity that you get. You have to. If I took content creation, because I have like the skills to edit, I have the skills to like vlog, I have the skills to just do this overhead videos and stuff. If I was, oh my gosh, you can see that I'm filled with so much regret for not starting when I should have. That is why I'm making this video so that you don't have to make the same mistake that I made. Now I'm working a 9 to 5 that I don't exactly like. I love my job, I love my boss, I love my colleagues, but the idea of a 9 to 5 I do not like. And I feel like if I had something that oh my gosh, you guys don't understand. If you don't want to work a 9 to 5, make sure in the university you're capitalizing and monetizing every single thing that comes to your head. Do not do anything for free. Please do not do anything for free. But that does not mean that you should not give students grace. Please. That's like where you're starting from. Don't come and be charging students like 20k sefa, 10k sefa when you yourself know very well that you cannot afford it. Like, I don't know if you get it. It's okay, your quality may be like very, very high, but please give students grace. That is one thing I will not stand for if you're being really, really or too greedy. No. But of course, monetize your skill. Capitalize on your skill so that you don't end up like me. Be confident and take bold moves. Be confident. Like, ah, sometimes when I talk, people are like, "Oh, Free, you're so spiritual. You're too religious. You're too this. You're too that." But the amount of courage that I've gotten from God, like this past couple of months or weeks, it's been incredible. I'm the type of person that, oh my gosh, I'm so scared when it comes to like starting out something new. When it comes to like creating something, I am just not too confident or too bold to actually take that move. Even though I know very well that I have brilliant ideas, intelligent ideas, I know very well that the Holy Spirit have blessed me with that. But then just to start, like, I don't know, you all, I'm so scared. But then in recent times, I've just been drafting out ideas, drafting out plans because the Lord have said, oh, V, you're going to like do this, you have to do this at this particular time. And I don't want to fail God. So I know very well that, oh, before this particular time, then I have to accumulate as much skills, as much ideas. I have to do as much work as I can before I get to that stage so that when I get to that stage, I'm not found unprepared. I don't know if you all get it, because sometimes when I'm planning, I'm like, where's this courage coming from? Like, I used to be very shy, very shallow, very, no, 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 I don't want to be out there. I don't want to do that. Now, I know very well that nobody's coming to save me. Like, one way and the easiest way actually to be bold and be confident is by just asking God to help you be that. All you have to do is literally ask the Holy Spirit that, oh my gosh, I need to, and you're just going to see yourself doing things that you think or you thought that were impossible, or things that you did not think, or are talking to people that you thought were way above your standards or above your levels. I don't know if you get it, but you need boldness and courage to actually be the best version of yourself. I know I deserve a good life and I have to work towards getting a good life, but I did not know what to do. And even when I knew what to do, I did not have the boldness and the courage to start. I didn't even have the confidence to start. All I had to do was ask God for it, ask for guidance, and to ask for directions. And now I think I'm on the right path. Everything just has its own timing, and I'm sure that in due time, I am going to reap the rewards of everything that I am currently working towards. So, in summary, do not spend your time worrying. Instead, spend your time praying. And I'll see you all in my next video. Please do not forget to subscribe. Love you all. Bye. Mwah.